I know you haven't been able to tell many people yet, but do you think people will be surprised that you are realizing this dream?
I think everyone's going to be really excited. I don't think anyone will be quite as surprised as I am. It's absolutely unreal. I grew up in Williamsburg, Virginia, and right now I live in State College, Pennsylvania, by way of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. I'm currently a graduate student. I'm working on my PhD in the Geosciences department. I think I started saying I wanted to be an astronaut sometime late in high school, but I didn't really have a concrete reason why or how I was going to do that. It just appealed to me in some kind of fundamental way. But then as I went through college and I started following people who inspired me just by, doing cool things, traveling to amazing places, and I wanted to follow that path. All with an interest of microbiology in extreme and unusual environments, and so that took me to places like the Arctic and Antarctica and everywhere in between. I worked a lot on small research vessels and did some analog work with NASA. And along the way, I realized that I had acquired a set of skills that might actually be applicable to the astronaut program. And so when I finally qualified for the first time this last selection round, I couldn't help but apply. So it may be a little cliche, but I was actually watching Apollo 13. I had a few friends over in the morning and they cooked breakfast tacos with me and we were just hanging out in the living room. I had a bunch of people to keep me occupied. They were basically babysitting me and keeping me company. It was just awesome to have them there. Every STEM opportunity that I've ever gone down is because of some mentor who inspired me or some student who was ahead of me in school who inspired me. So early on, in high school, actually, I had a really excellent high school biology teacher, and that sent me on the path of biology when I went to college. I knew right away, first day of freshman year, that I wanted to be a biologist. And then, going through the biology program, there were students ahead of me who had done research in the marine sciences department, who had actually gone to Antarctica as undergraduates, and I just thought that would be such a cool opportunity. And so I started to chase that and to kind of pattern my life off of people who inspired me. My favorite volunteer activity of late is talking in local schools, which actually really excites me about the astronaut job, that's part of the gig is, going out and talking to students. It's awesome to talk to kids who are really excited about science, and that makes me excited about science.
Subscribe for more space.